How's it going, trainers? I hope you're all having fun battling it out in this year's Halloween Cup. But with only a few more days left in this cup, it's time for us to look ahead to our next special league in the Season of Light. So join us now to find out which creepy contenders will bring you success in the Halloween Cup Ultra League Edition. Welcome back, everyone. So as we said in the intro, the Halloween Cup is going to wrap up in just a few days, but the spooky fun continues with an Ultra League variant that's guaranteed to send chills down your spine. Now the standard Ultra League favors bulkier Pokemon who can take hit after hit without tapping out. But after adding the Halloween Cup Pokemon types to this structure, you can bet that this cup's meta is going to be a real monster mash. So like our previous prep guides, we'll be talking about several Pokemon and why they'll be creeping up on the competition. So let's jump right in with our first ultra spooky pick, Altered Form Giratina. Since this Pokemon is a monster in the regular Ultra League, it's only natural that it would fit into this cup as well. Its insane bulk is one of its most impressive features, which will allow it to absorb several hits without using shields. Also, its ghost type will make it a menace for any poison types that cross your path. Now for Giratina's moveset, you'll want to use Dragon Breath as a fast move since it'll chew through everything besides fairy types. Then for charged moves, you'll want a combo of Dragon Claw and Ancient Power as this is the optimal Ultra League moveset. Now unfortunately for the Renegade Pokemon, it's going to be weak to Fairy, Ghost, and Dark type moves. So while it's considered a Shadow King in the regular Ultra League, you'll have to watch your back if you face off with any of these types. Moving on to our next Pokemon, we're going to be talking about a fairy type that fared well in the current Halloween Cup. Galerian Whistling was an absolute beast in that cup, since it paired its excellent typing with the new fast attack Fairy Wind. With it maintaining its bulky stats around 2500 combat power, its success will only continue in this special Ultra Cup. Now for its moveset, you're going to want a similar lineup to the last cup. However, for this Ultra League edition, you'll want to swap Sludge for Play Rough. While this switch may make it less effective against poison types, it's going to ensure that Weezing can deal with the dark and dragon types in this cup with ease. Honestly, there aren't many downsides to using this Pokemon in the cup, other than the fact that it's going to require a lot of XL candy to power up. Fortunately though, during the Halloween event, you'll get a guaranteed XL candy when walking your buddy, so it might be time to strap on those walking shoes and take Galarian Whistling for a stroll. On the other hand, if you have some rare XL candy in your storage, you might want to consider putting some candy into Galarian Whistling, because this Pokemon is definitely worth the investment. Next up, we have another Great League champ returning for this cup, and that's Neato Queen. This poisonous Pokemon maintains the same bulkiness it had in the Great League, and its moveset can hit a variety of Pokemon in this cup. Poison Jab with Poison Fang and Earth Power remains an incredible combo here, though you'll have to watch out for certain Pokemon, such as Giratina and our next creepy contender, Genesect. That's right, after being in Go for over 2.5 years, Genesect finally gets its chance to shine in this Halloween Cup variant. Its Steel typing will resist any poison or fairy types that cross its path, and its signature move Techno Blast will give it a lot of coverage. Now with the 4 drives that Genesect has access to, the Chill Drive is the best for dealing with both Neato Queen and Giratina matchups. Now in the event you don't have a Chill Drive Genesect, the Douse, Burn, and Shock drives can also be useful. Now one of the main downsides for Genesect in this cup is its rarity. The last time that it was available to catch was during the Bug Out Week in August, so if you're looking for a more common Steel Bug type for this cup, then look no further than Fortress. Now crazy enough, this Pokemon has a lot more bulk than Genesect, though it lacks the coverage options that Techno Blast provides. That being said though, Mirror Shot makes for an excellent bait move, and Earthquake can be devastating for unprepared opponents. Next, we have a feisty fairy that's seen some Ultra League success, Tapu Fini. In our Perfecting Tapus video back in May, we called this Pokemon an Ultra League Azumarill. We continue to stand by that name as it's definitely gonna shine in this limited cup. With the lack of grass and dragon types in this cup, Fini's use of Water Gun and Surf will be incredibly useful. And even if it comes face to face with Giratina, its fairy typing and powerful Moonblast will utterly end this bulky brute. Now despite its strength, you'll have to watch out for poison types like our next pick, Overquill. This prickly Hisui Pokemon provides a decent amount of coverage with a combo of Poison Jab, Aqua Tail, and Shadow Ball. However, it's not the bulkiest Ultra League contender, so if you want to use this spiky Pokemon for this cup, just make sure to use your shields accordingly. The last Pokemon we want to highlight for the Ultra Halloween Cup is Umbreon. If you've previously used this evolution in the Ultra League, you already know that it needs to be perfect and maxed out to 50. While its combat power only maxes out at 2416, its bulky stats from the Great League carry over to this format. And since it's being maxed out to 50, it's going to be a whole lot bulkier. Now, not only is this Pokemon a GBL tank, but Umbreon is also one of the safest swaps out there. And with the combination of Snarl and Foul Play, this Pokemon will quickly terrorize your opponents. Now, in the event you get paired with Fairies or other Dark types, its C-Day move Last Resort is going to be your best friend. This normal attack packs quite a wall up and will help you hold your own against some of these oppressive types. Honestly, this is probably going to be one of the best staples in this cup, so you might want to use this Pokemon if you have the XL candy. So now that we've talked about some decent Pokemon you can use in this cup, let's discuss a few treacherous teams that are worth trying out. Up first, we have the anti-poison protectors of Giratina Altered, Chill Drive Genesect, and Crobat. Now this team offers a fairly simple narrative. Crobat has good utility, Genesect provides coverage, and Giratina has the bulk that holds the team together. Now while a Chill Drive Genesect may be hard to come by, both Giratina and Crobat are not. You can easily obtain these two during the Halloween event, then either use Genesect or another Pokemon that covers the first two's weaknesses. Up next, we have the combo of Cofagrigus, Alolan Ninetales, and Galerian Whistling. This team works similarly to a team we recommended for the Great League Cup, where Cofagrigus is the powerhouse, and the double fairies cover its Dark-type weakness and offer a range of coverage. That being said though, you might be in trouble if your opponent has a poison type in the back, so just be mindful if you think about switching. The last team we recommend is going to be a bit more budget-friendly. This particular team consists of Obstagoon, Alolan Muck, and Scizor. As you know, Obstagoon is generally more favorable in the Great League, but with this cup's limited meta and the addition of Obstruct in its moveset, it has a lot more potential for this Halloween Cup. Not many Pokemon can hurt it outside of Poison and Fairy types, but that's where Muck and Scizor come in. Both these Pokemon offer a decent range of coverage and resist a lot of the meta. Plus, it doesn't hurt that these Pokemon only have one weakness each, which is going to be fairly scarce in this cup. Now, we did say this was going to be a more budget-friendly team, and that's because it requires little to no XL candy to power these up. And if you have them from previous Go Battle League teams, you won't need much, if any Stardust at all, to power them up. So guys, that's going to do it for this Ultra Halloween analysis. And now we want to know which teams you'll be using for this cup, so be sure to let us know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you're new to the channel. Now we have one more spooky video in store coming next weekend, and we promise there's going to be no tricks here, just treats. So until then, thank you all so much for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.